Guys, the weather sucks here, man. It's too cold to go out for a ride. So I want to know if the sound is any different. I'm using a GoPro 9 right now. The sound should be a little bit better. I just hope the exhaust doesn't blow the camera over. I'm leaving my battery tender hooked up. After I do this, I'm going to, I bought something more for the bike. I'll tell you guys what it is in a couple minutes. Shut everything off here. Yeah, it is way too cold, guys. I'm sorry, man, but I think the riding season's over until April next year, May or April. I don't think that. I think I got the push rod tubes on right. There's no more oil coming out of them. I let this ran yesterday, probably for a good half an hour. The engine was hot, you know, and it's cold. So what I got for the bike is I got a portable battery booster. I got a Noco, I think it's a G, I forget, it's a G4 or something like that. It was 99 bucks, and it could jump start a car or a bike. And they're like about that size there. I can fit it in one of the saddlebags. That way, if I have trouble with the bike, I can put the jump starter on it. Hopefully I don't fry my system, and it'll start the bike up. I should be able to get that on Monday. My case for the GoPro 9's coming in today. That way I can put a mic on it when I put the GoPro 9 on the helmet. And I paid off 3 out of 4 credit cards already. I put out, between yesterday and today, I put out $10,600. And yeah, the bike needs polished up now. There's like the soap films all over it, man. That's why I don't like washing the bike, guys, because it's a lot of stuff to polish on here, man. So, all right, let's see if the sound is any better. Yeah, it's way too cold right now. There was a motorcycle accident this morning because of ice on the road. That's why I decided not to go out. It's like 35 degrees. It's just too cold. You know, I'm not taking a chance of losing a rear end on a cold surface. I'm not taking that chance. There was a hit and a run at the bottom of my street last night. Or no, not last night. It was Thursday night and a Friday morning. When I went off to work, there was no skid marks, and there, at the end of my street, like on the other side of the main drag, there's a guy with a van, a tradesman with a van. So on my way home Friday morning, I came down a main drag, and you can see these two long skid marks. Then you can see where the oil or antifreeze come out of the car, and the front of the guy's van was smashed in. And so they must have hit. I think what they did is they hit another car, and they either pushed the car or themselves into the van, and it was a hit and run. The reason why I know it's a hit and run because I went on my township's crime blotter on the police's website, because on the police's website they have all the stuff marked down. All the calls they get in are public. They make them public. That's how I know that. So I know it's a hit and run. And there's a lot of other hit and runs going on around here, guys. I'm telling you, man, it's getting bad here. It's getting real bad here, guys. The only place to go is the country. The only place. If you don't live in the country, if you don't have plans to move in the country, you have a tough life, bro. You know, you're going to have and your kids are going to have a real tough time. Because people have lost their minds. They have completely lost, they went insane. They have completely went insane. So right now we're going to cook. We're cooking some spaghetti, and I'm going to put mushrooms in with the sauce, Italian seasoning. We're using marinara sauce. I got the ground beef over there cooking, and my water is waiting. So we got our hood fan going, our Hall-Sane hood fan going. Custom insulation, guys. Naturally. See what I do, now I have to drain this. Some people just dump all this in the sauce, but sometimes the fat from the beef will give it flavoring. But you know, a lot of people today, they're they don't want to breathe no one's air in. They drink bottled water. You know, they don't want nothing bad going in their body. Meanwhile, they'll go outside and breathe the pollution in from the air, right? Okay, now it's our water. What I do too is I put a tablespoon of vegetable oil or canola. I use canola oil. I put a tablespoon of canola oil in there. That helps keep the pasta from sticking. Now we're going to start our sauce back there. Marinara sauce. Then what I'll do is I'll add some Wawa to this. Because the ground beef's going to absorb. A lot of that. Okay, now we're going to get our seasoning. Italian seasoning. Dump that in. I don't think I started that fire back there yet, did I? There we go, that started. Okay, let's put that on a low fire. Once this is done, we're going to cook our mushrooms in with the oil from this. Okay, guys, I need my two hands. So we're going to leave the hamburger meat oil in there, and we're going to cook the mushrooms in that. And what I'll do is I'll cut these mushrooms all different ways. That way it'll break things up a bit, guys. Like here's a nice big one. Look how nice that one is. Look at that. We'll do that one that way. And we'll cut it down that way. Well, look at this one. Here's a nice one, guys. Look at this one here, man. This is nice. Look at that. That is nice. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. All right, let me pause you guys. Okay. Into the frying pan. I don't want to lose none of these. These are nice. I put the whole package in. Now look, I dumped my ground meat in with the sauce. I got this on a low fire. Matter of fact, that fire is too low. There, that's good. My water is going to be boiling any minute. Spread these out a little bit better. Now I'm going to go wash the butcher block. Now what I'll do when we go to sell the house, I'll sand this. I'll sand this down a little bit because you can see all my knife marks in there. I'll sand it down a little bit. All right. Now what we're going to do with these is I'm going to just, because mushrooms will shrink when they get heated. So where you want to heat them up just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit, and just enough to kill any dirt. They're usually washed real good. These are Pennsylvania mushrooms. These are moonlight mushrooms. And we'll throw these in a sauce too. Oh, one wanted to get away. Alright, we'll turn them a couple more times and they'll be done. Alright, I'll shut the fire off of the mushrooms. What I'm going to do is, after my sauce gets cooked, it actually gets heated up. When I shut the fire off on the sauce, I'll throw the mushrooms in because I don't want the mushrooms to shrink anymore. My water is about to boil. So to save time, we're going to dump the pus in. And what I do is I break these in half. Yeah, a couple don't matter. But the majority of that water's hot, it just got burned. We'll let those heat up a little bit and then we'll start turning them. You finally came in, huh? Okay, I gotta shut the door. It's not summer, Alkita. Okay, now this is starting to boil, so what I'll do is I'll start doing this, that way they don't stick together. Turn to see how the sauce is going now. Now we'll let this cook. We'll let this pasta cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty good. I think they all got water going in them. All right, that should be good. Homemade coleslaw, guys. We're going to have homemade coleslaw today. Let me see what else I can put on the table here. Oh yeah, that's right, my rice. I forgot about my rice down here. And I love rice, guys. I love rice, man. Okay, now I turn the sauce off, turn the heat off under the sauce. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do with the mushrooms? I'll dump those on the pasta when I dump the sauce on the pasta. That way I don't want them to shrink at all. I want them to stay like that. Man, look how good they look, guys. Look at that, man. Let's go check Okita's hamburgers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gotta take care of my dog, guys. Plus, we're giving her some chicken, too. She's not going to eat all. She might eat 2 hamburgers and 1 chicken breast. She might even eat 2 of these and 1 hamburger, or 1 of these and 2 hamburgers. Okay, we've got Kita's done. See, in America, guys, dogs eat better than humans. Okay, we got our strainer ready. Let me run some cold water down the pipe. that noodle I want to go in. Wash any starch off. Swing you guys around here a little bit. I'm going to dump that in. That was a success. We're going to wash that, get our sauce. All that sauce in. Now let's get our mushrooms. Dump those guys in. We'll wash all of them. Alright guys, look at that, man. Now we're going to mix all that. Alright, we got it mixed pretty good. There we go. And that's ready. I have a crack in here right there. Let me pick this guy up like that, because I don't want this landing on the floor. Man, as I said, it's probably like 5 pounds right here. Okay, now we got to wash the dishes, and we're done. Turn my hood off. And we got to wash up. Okay, guys, we're all ready.
You must have not heard me. I said, "Do you need any help?"
Okay, guys, I'm stuffed like a porky pig beard, man. We came, we saw, we ate. My Siberian Husky had the 2 chicken breasts and 1 hamburger patty. That's what she ate. And I have to take her to the vets today. She's getting her rabies shots today. That's at 3 o'clock. And I'm not, it's not even taking her to the vets. It's going down the main drag here. It's called Babcock Boulevard. It's 1 lane both directions. And 150,000 cars take that road every single day. So I'm pretty sure you get my drift. It's insane. 150,000 cars take Babcock Boulevard every single day. And what they do to the road? They oiled and chipped it. Makes no sense at all. So, sorry I couldn't go for a ride, guys. It's just too cold, man. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. Maybe it'll warm up a little bit. We'll see. That's all I can tell you. I can't guarantee anything. Wheel goes. Yeah, I know. It's worth it to have the watch fixed. I mean, it's a $500 watch. I'm thinking of having my Ingersoll watch sent out, guys, to have that little thing put on the. Here, let me show you guys here. See that little circle? It's supposed to go right there. and the crystal needs cleaned too. So this is a $455 watch. It's an Ingersoll Bison number 12. So, and all you gotta do is shake it and it starts up, or you can wind it. So I think it'll probably cost about $150 to have that little circle glued back in and have the crystal cleaned. But my case came in from a GoPro 9. I put the case on. This is it right here. This comes off, this big circle. You could take this off or leave it on. And there's a couple microphones you can put on this. There's one microphone where there's like a bass part of it that slips in here, and it comes around, plugs in, or you can just buy, I believe this connection here is called, hold on, let me see if I can bring my account up on Amazon. I'll tell you guys real fast what it's called. This is called a USB Type C. That's what that's called in there. You can see it. That's a USB Type C. Then the microphones for GoPro 9s are a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack mic. So I have to buy the USB Type C adapter to a 3.5 headphone jack. But this is a lot heavier and a lot bigger than the Hero 4. This is the Hero. This is what I've been making videos with all these years. I've made over 1,000 videos with this guy, and it still runs flawlessly. Look at the size difference. You know, so when I put this on a helmet, it's going to probably be like right here in my face. So I'm going to have to get a different mount. And this is a lot heavier too. It's probably, I'd say, maybe 3 times the amount of weight. It's probably weighs 3 times the amount, guys. I mean, it's a nice housing. This is just one of many housings you can get for this. This housing, what did I pay for it? This is an all aluminum housing, which is nice. Let me see, what the hell did I pay for that thing? I paid $50 for this housing. You know, it's like I said, it's all metal, it's all aluminum. So if you drop this, you're not going to damage the camera. You'll just damage the housing. And the side where the mic goes in is open. Like I said, you could take this ring off if you want. I'm going to leave the ring on. And let me see if it'll connect onto the bottom here without trouble. Oh. See, this doesn't even fit on here. Which, you know, I can always grind it down a little bit, but it should fit. I'm surprised it doesn't fit. Oh, there we go. I had pressure on the fastener. So, all right, well, that's the only problem this is going to do is, like I said, I'm going to need a different mount for the helmet, because this is 3 times the amount of weight. It'll probably pull the mount right off. You know, because I like the camera down here. Instead it's going to probably be like that. So we're going to have to work on getting a mount for this, or I might have to put this on the side of the helmet. which what it's going to show you guys is it won't show you a position as if you're on the motorcycle. That's why I like to have the camera right here. And you're wearing the helmet, the chin's here, and the camera's here. So I have to see what kind of mounts there is, guys. You know, then there's all kind of crap you can put on these. These housings are made for handheld, like that thing I just put on. That's what it's made for. This holds a light. You know, it'll hold a little light on there, or a different kind of mic. All right, I'm gonna have to look for a better mount for the helmet for that. All right, guys, that's a plus. We were able to take this bottom off. You're able to mount your pole mount or whatever kind of mount you want to put on here without this. So you don't. I thought you needed this, but you don't need that. This is to hold. I think there's a certain microphone where it has like a unit that goes in here, so I don't need that. So that'll help a little bit. You know. So let's see what our thing is here. Now, I do have GoPro mounts that they're like they're not cantilever, but they're articulating. I do have articulating mounts for this, so this should work. But I'm going to still need that that helmet GoPro mount with the straps. There's like a strap that goes into the chin, and then it'll go under it. Let me see if I can show you guys this thing, because I'm looking at it right now on Amazon. That bottom one there, guys. That's what I'm going to need. You know, because I'm afraid of this falling off. And if it falls off, I ain't never going to get it back. And it'll fall off in traffic. Someone might run over it, or I might not be able to stop and get it before someone else does. So with that, this should not fall off the helmet. You know, because now since I have that battery booster, I don't have to worry about that bike not starting when I go out to Glory Days. I could take that to Glory Days now, as long as it doesn't rain. It'll probably rain. So we're going to definitely take the bike to that next year, as long as it doesn't rain around here. I mean, this weather around here, guys, it's like right now, everything is cold. Everything you touch right now is cold. It's like you touch a doorknob. If the doorknob is metal or plastic, it's cold. Everything you pick up, it's cold. And, you know, we keep our house here at 72. We keep it on 72. It's warm in the house. But it's still, everything you touch, every surface you touch is cold. So, but I wanted to show you guys this. So I am gearing up for another vlogging season. And we're going to do all of the rides with the GoPro 9. It's supposed to have a more crisper picture and a better sound.